Hello, this is Ian Bratt speaking. I'm CEO of MoneyWise. The purpose of this presentation is to review your income opportunity as a MoneyWise associate, but most specifically, how you are able to get paid. We're proud of our compensation plan. We're proud that it rewards people for behavior. The purpose of this exercise is to show you how to access the funds that you have earned. I'd like you to log on to your MoneyWise back office at moneywise.com, use your user ID and password, and you should now be familiar with this menu. And on the left-hand side, you will see My Account. As you look down the various menu options, I'd point out a few of them which relate to commission. First of all, My Balance. This is the balance that you have within your credit wallet for the commissions that you have earned over a number of different commission periods. And this will be the accumulated balance to date. In this example here, we are showing a balance. Here is where you would access what your current balance is. Now, if we look at commission breakdown, we can begin to look at the commission history in case you wish to audit and to review the activity within your downline. If you right-click on the icon for the specific week that you wish to view, and then click on the View option, you'll be able to see the detail of how you earned. You'll be able to get a commission breakdown for your payment. In the Details section, you'll be able to see the different types of commissions that are being referred to. In this specific example, we have a total payment which is broken down by customer merit bonus and then customer merit bonus override. In this specific example that we're looking at, we've highlighted the customer merit bonus, and we can see that we would have been paid $10 on customers and $5 on associates. In the center section there, that would be the information from the member, where you'd be able to see the identification of the individual, whether they be a customer or an associate. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm choosing to suppress that information, but you can see in the highlighted areas how the commission has been derived. You can also see the ID number, and you can see the order reference of the individual on who you're being paid. Let's look at the other type of commission in this example, the override and coded bonuses. We can see again a line for each individual in the downline. We can see their ID number, their status, and we can see the type of commission that the payment would have been derived on, whether they be regional manager, senior manager, and so forth. Another option in the menu there is to request the payout. In your MoneyWise back office, your credit wallet has a certain amount of funds which you have earned for the period to date, and it would be really great if we could send that to you so that you can spend the money in the way that you desire. We'd ask you to click on the Request Payout button. And the option and the method of choice that we have to expedite the funds to you and to transfer them to you uses a bank by the name of Payquicker. So select the payment option of Payquicker and enter the email address that you are using. So whatever email address you're using, that's what you need to enter into that field there so that Payquicker can recognize you. Then go back and click on Request Payout a second time. Select the option of Payquicker, which will now be there, and you can decide how much money you want to move across. You might want to move all of the money that is available. You may not want to. You may perhaps want to be able to pay for your next month's subscription through your credit wallet, so you may want to leave some money in there. It's entirely up to you. But enter the amount and then hit the Submit button. Payquicker will then send you an email so that you can open your account with Payquicker. This will be the first, if this email will happen the very first time that you are requesting funds. Once you've established your Payquicker account, you will just receive an email to tell you how much money has arrived there. There'll be a hyperlink in the red circle. Click to open an account, and that will enable you and assist you in establishing an account with Payquicker. You'll then get a screen from Payquicker saying that we at MoneyWise have invited you to sign up. It's very easy to create an account with Payquicker. Enter the country and the state. Enter your name and then select a password and a PIN number. Complete your address and your telephone number. It also asks you for your date of birth. The address that you've added in from your street, from where you live, and the address as it is stored by the American Post Office may be slightly different. Their software is significant enough that it links between the two. In my address, the post office abbreviates road to RD, whereas I entered road. We're almost completed with the registration process here. You would enter your social security number and confirm your social security number, and you would also enter some form of third-party identification, and I would recommend that you use your driver's license. Enter the number and then confirm the number. This is important. Payquicker is using banking facilities which are federally controlled, and due to Homeland Security, the method of opening an account these days requires you to identify who you are for Homeland Security purposes. More importantly to you as an individual, these funds are insured by FDIC, so your funds in Payquicker are very safe. Now, it may be that you have a business. You may have a corporation or an LLC. This is where you would enter these details. You can enter the business name and your EIN in the event that you are running your business instead of as an individual with a social security number, perhaps as a corporation or LLC, limited liability company, for example. Now, once you've completed all that, you can get into the Payquicker software. Payquicker software is very easy to use. The first thing that you'll be able to see here from the credit balance that you had in MoneyWise, that money will be sent in and appear very swiftly, and it will appear as an available balance. Now, once you have the money in the account, you need to get the money out of the account. Hit the Transfer Money drop-down menu, and you can either send an instant payment to another Payquicker account. Now, let me have a brief sidebar with you here for a moment. My daughters are away at university. They are 1,000 miles away. One of the swiftest ways I have found to send them emergency money is to send them through the Payquicker software. The reason being is that all it needs is an email address. You can also send money to a bank. This is a very popular way of moving money, perhaps to your checking account. Now, if you wanted to, you could request a paper check. The other thing that's also interesting here is that you can also send money to Payquicker from a source that isn't MoneyWise. Perhaps you wanted to move money into the Payquicker account from another source of funding that you may have. The most popular one will be to an account, so that you can ACH money to a different checking account. That also includes credit unions, of course. Another way would be to order a prepaid Visa debit card. There's a one-time fee of $3.50 for that card. That's another fantastic way of being able to access the monies that you have earned very swiftly. Let's look at the transfer money to a bank. This uses the ACH system. ACH stands for Automatic Clearinghouse. This is the way that checks and monies are moved around in the banking system. What you would do would be to enter the details of the account which you hold, the routing number and the account number. And then you'll be able to say how much of your available balance you wish to move. Similar to when you are paying a check over the counter at a branch of your bank, it takes 2 or 3 days for these funds to clear within the ACH system. The good news is the fee for moving those funds is only 50 cents. I think that's really good value for money. If I was in a shopping mall and I pulled out my card at an ATM, I think I'm probably going to be paying $3 or $3.50. So 50 cents is a very good economic method of doing that. I like the concept as well that you select the amount. In the old traditional days, back in the 80s and in the 90s, when an individual earned a commission from an MLM company, they would receive a check in the mail. And that check in the mail would then have to be banked into a banking account, and there would be no control in terms of any variation. The idea that you have money in your MoneyWise back office credit wallet, you can decide how much of that money you move to Payquicker. Once it's in Payquicker, you can decide how, when, and how much money is moved into your checking account, or checking accounts plural. I'm aware of some people that use a system such as this where they take 80% of their commissions earned and move it into their regular checking account. But they also have an account to save for their taxes, and they put a certain percentage aside in a money market account, which regularly gets deposits. So when April comes along and they are presenting their 1099 to their tax preparer, they have already escrowed a certain amount of funds for taxation purposes. The point of the illustration is that the control is down to you. It is ultimately your choice. Payquicker also has an app for your phone. Whether you have an Apple iPhone, whether you are using a Droid phone, there is an app that you can download so that you can access your funds quicker by using your telephone. And looking at the screen here, the app is very easy to use. You can log on, it shows you your available monies, and you can create transfer payments of the funds to your checking account immediately using the app. Return you to the concept of the $3.50 debit card. The debit card is a great way of being able to pull a card out of your wallet to access your commission. I want to talk to you about some of the major benefits here, reiterating how easy it is for you to move your money from the Payquicker account. You can ACH the money to your checking or saving account, whichever you choose. It costs 50 cents. It takes 2 or 3 days to clear. I have occasionally seen it take an extra day if you are going to a credit union, acknowledging that particularly local credit unions are usually affiliated with a national bank, and so the funds have to go to the national bank first before they are credited to your credit union account. But even so, it's very quick, it's very swift, and it's very efficient. Second way is if you need a paper check, you can request one. Of course, it has to go through the mail, so it's going to take longer. You can use the funds from your Visa card. That is free and it's immediate, and can be used worldwide because it's a Visa debit card. And here's the fourth thing. You can email funds to another Payquicker account, as I said. Now, one of the things that I think is important for you to realize is that by using Payquicker from a MoneyWise perspective, just like the MoneyWise product software doesn't have any of your bank account details, this payment method doesn't either. We don't know what your routing number is. We don't know what your account number is. As far as we're concerned, you earn the commission, and we send that commission to you through an email address which you have established. This is great from a convenience perspective as opposed to us having direct deposit. If we have direct deposit and you want to make a change next month, that you want it to go into a different account, then that's an administrative necessity that the company would need to have to store your account details and your routing number. This way, by using MoneyWise and by using Payquicker and the alliance between the two, you, the associate, have total control of the funding. I'd like to give you a tip just as we complete this presentation. And my tip to you would be to keep your personal and business finances separate. When it comes to tax time, it is a lot easier if we have the two types of expenses separated. In particular, if you're going to be claiming business deductions, which you should be claiming. I would consider using the Payquicker Visa card for most of my business expenses. It's so much simpler. If I'm traveling for business, if I'm going to Staples and purchasing supplies, or any expense which could be attributed to my business activity, then I would be using my Visa card so that the audit trail of following the cash is very apparent and very easy to see. Final thing I want you to be aware of is that MoneyWise wants to pay you the commission that you earn. And we honestly believe that by using, first of all, the MoneyWise back office, and secondly, the Payquicker payment system, we're able to achieve this. I want to thank you for listening to me. I appreciate the work that you do as a MoneyWise associate. I'm looking forward to us being mutually successful, because a wise man once said that in order for companies in our industry to be successful, then the associates need to be successful too. Thank you, and good luck with your MoneyWise business.